So I found myself in possession of a couple of foster cats. Now I say foster cats because they were now my responsibility and I had to foster them. And I feel like a lot of individuals, they're just going about their day and then they'll get like a message from a family member saying, "Hey, we got some cats in the backyard. What do I do?" And to that, I say, here's what you gotta do. As someone who has never owned a cat, never even pet a cat, I pet a cat back in middle school. I cried because I was allergic. Turns out I was just being a bitch. It was just really cute. I've never had a cat before. And I got a message from my grandpa saying, "Hey, Mr. Ingo Sexton, we have a couple of cats. They were just in the backyard. They've been there for a day now. And the mom hasn't returned." Now, my grandpa is very old-fashioned. He's very Mexican. So, 1000%, he probably shot at the mother cat. And it just decided it's not worth it anymore. He's old-fashioned. He's like 75, right? But, I'm like, okay, I'll take these cats off your hands. Like, sure. I go to my local PetSmart. I get a nipple and some cat formula. That's it. That's all I get. And that's all you really need. You don't need much else. You don't need toys. You don't need anything. Maybe like a little blanket. But they slept in a box with like a little blanket and they were good. That was it. Just get, $10 formula. That'll last you like a month. And get a little nipple. Make sure it's like a kind of more natural. You don't want hard plastic. They don't like hard plastic. It's kind of hard for them to suckle. Get something more pointy, more normal, more natural. That's what I recommend. That's not what I did. I got the nipple from a shelter that they gave me. You can go to a shelter and they'll give you some free stuff too. That's also like something you can do. But as soon as I got to my grandpa's house, in my mind I'm thinking, I can't look at these things. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to even see them. Like, get them away from me, whatever. Here's your formula. You're taking care of them now, right? And my uncle's like, yeah, no, we're just going to put them back. If you don't take them right now, we're just going to leave them up there. And the mom hasn't been back. He's like trying to guilt trip me into taking these fucking cats because he doesn't want to take care of them. And, it worked. Unfortunately, I'm thinking the entire time because my mom is like, we don't need any more fucking animals. We don't need any more of them. It's like, don't bring these animals. Don't. And I'm just thinking, I don't want these cats to die, They're cute. My little sister liked them. She's allergic to them, by the way. We found out later when I started keeping them. But these cats are adorable. And I say, I'll take care of them. And then I'll give them to a shelter. Whatever. So I get rid of one of them, which is the black tuxedo suit cat. I give that to a college student. And she takes care of them. She does all the right stuff. So I have these two white cats, Travis and Jean. Now, the next day, I took them to a shelter. And I said, hey, check out these cats. Are they okay? They haven't pooped. I'm a little scared. And he told me they're too young to poop. My friend was telling me, have they pooped? Have they pooped? They're gonna die. Have they pooped? And it was freaking me out, right? So I was like, really, the trauma was kicking in. Like, these cats are gonna die from not taking a shit. I'm like worried. But fortunately for me, they were too young to produce any fecal matter, essentially. So, the dude said, hey, they've been eating well. They don't eat too much because they look like they're like maybe a week and a half old. Like, don't even worry about it, dude. And as he gave me the extra stuff, like I was saying earlier, you can get a nipple and some food. He told me, now don't be scared, but if they happen to die, don't feel bad about it. And I just say under my breath, fuck. Like, that's awful. I look at the cats and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna let either of you die. Like, don't worry, little dudes. I got you. And I took them back home. They're nice and warm. They're chilling. And for like the next month or so, I'm just like taking care of these cats, every 2 hours, extended by an hour every week. So when they're 2 weeks old, it's 2 hours they get fed, change their diaper. No, I wipe their ass so they can pee. And then when they hit 3 weeks old, it's every 3 hours. 4 weeks old, every 4 hours. And I see them slowly get bigger and bigger. these cats are like, I'm noticing something. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love with these stupid cats. I hate cats. I really do. I've always been a dog person. I used to watch Cats versus Dogs, and that kind of fueled my bias for being a dog person. But noticing these cats grow, noticing these cats move around, how they're able to climb things. I put little borders around their pen so they couldn't climb and get lost because they were starting to like move around. I had some rat poison around the house that I was still cleaning up. I didn't want them to go anywhere. So I kind of boarded them off, but they started jumping over the borders and they started like kind of hitting the floor kind of hard. And it was kind of funny for the first couple of times, but I'm like, oh, this is kind of bad. But these cats, even as kittens, they're very hardy animals. Like they can withstand a lot. I put a baby cat on like my kitchen counter as I was getting his Teta bottle ready, and I'm like shaking the bottle and I look to the side and I just hear a thud. He fell on the floor and he was totally chill. He was cool. It's like one of the 9 lives gone. But like, these cats are so hardy, and it was such a learning experience learning how to take care of them. I really got accustomed to taking care of them. And after a month and a couple of weeks passed, my mom's like, hey, are you gonna take the cats? Like, you got class, you got school, like, right, you were on break for a bit, but you gotta get rid of them now. Like, yeah. So I got them at the beginning of, I'd say, April, I think, like April 1st, the Sunday before April 1st or so, I think, something like that. And after taking care of them for a month or two, June rolls by. So I take them like towards the end of May, and you know, I'm sad because I couldn't get a proper farewell. I didn't want a proper farewell because I didn't think I was gonna ever see them again. And I take them to the shelter. I made sure it was a no-kill shelter because that's disgusting. I think that's so sad to see like an animal get killed in a cage. That's so awful. These were cute cats, and my dad and mom were like, hey, take them now. They're young. They'll be adopted quickly. And like, yeah, you're right. So, you know, I swallowed my pride. I swallowed my fatherhood. And I took the cats to the shelter. And the guy behind the counter was like totally unapologetic. Like, yeah, I'll take the cats. And he just took them. Like, it was just an everyday thing for him because he worked there. And, you know, like, yeah, I get it, you know. But, you know, let me at least say farewell. But no, there was dogs coming and I couldn't. So, like, whatever. It's probably better this way. So, I give him the cats. And for like the next couple weeks, I'm like looking in the website, like, oh, did they get adopted? Did they get adopted? Are they up for adoption? Did they get adopted? Like, how can I check? How can I see how they're doing? And I was so like, you know, how are they doing? How are they doing? How are they doing? And one of the cats gets adopted, or so I think. It was a lookalike cat, and I was like, yes! And I make a big deal about it. I'm so happy, but inside I'm sad. Because now I know that they were separated. And that's the last thing I wanted for them. You know, they're supposedly brother and sister. They're boy and girl. Travis and Jean, you know? Like they're the two. And to see them separated was so upsetting. But as a couple days pass, I look up on the website and it's National Adoption Day. Like 2 days later. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm checking the website and I see my 2 fucking cats are right there. Like, Travis and Jean are there. I cannot believe it, right? I'm freaking out. Like, oh my god, they didn't get adopted. That's them. That's them. They're still up. And I'm looking at the website, you know, National Adoption Day, June 6th, I think. And I get an idea. Turns out on National Adoption Day, every June 6th, every year, the fee gets waived. The cats get chipped, they get their vaccines, they get spayed and neutered. Personally, I'm against spaying and neutering because I like my dogs having their balls. I just feel a little upset seeing them lose that. But, you know, they're cats. I get it. They fuck like crazy. And I was thinking, like, if I'm going to keep these, I'm going to have to spend a lot of money. And that's what it all came down to. Like, it was the money issue. Like, I would have to pay for 2 doctor's visits, pay for 2 spaying and neutering, pay for 2 times the vaccines. Like, that's like $700 right there. I don't got fucking $700 to blow on cats. So that's why I gave them to the adoption. But June 6th, National Adoption Day, that was gonna make everything better. So the day comes by, and I go up to the adoption center that I dropped them off. I'm like, hey, do you have these 2 shitheads that I dropped off a couple of weeks ago? And they're like, oh, you mean so-and-so? Like, yeah, they're over here. And they take me to the cage where they're being held. And I just have this little moment of humanity. Like, for once in my life, you get that, like, that father-son thing. I'm a cat daddy. You know, I'm a cat daddy. You get that feeling. It's embarrassing to say that because that's such a disgusting term to give yourself that, oh, I'm a cat daddy. Oh, you know, it's like such a, it's just so disgusting. But in that moment, I felt it. I understood what it meant to be a cat daddy. It was so stupid. I saw my boys. Apparently, Travis and Gene were both guys, which makes me very angry because I didn't need to send them away. Only reason I sent them away because I was gonna have to spay and neuter both of them because I didn't want them to have babies. But V-waved, vaxxed, chipped, I got my boys back. Travis and Gene were back home. It was so beautiful. They were thriving. They were chilling. Like, they were my cats. I was so happy. And I'm so happy that I still have them. And I'm hoping they live long and happy lives. If you find any stray cats and you are in possession of stray cats and you have no other option than to take care of them, you know, do yourself a favor and foster the cats. It's a great experience. It was a great experience for me. I felt what it was like to take care of a baby, you know. I'm young. I'm not going to have a kid for like another 10 years, probably never. But I had that motherhood experience. I was a mother for a short time. Now they're just like wandering all over my room and I'm fine with that. Like, I don't give a fuck. But the mother aspect of every 2 hours, you have to wipe their ass, you have to give them food, you have to burp them, right? It was this set routine, this set motherly routine that really showcased, that really showed me that, you know, these animals, you do feel like a connection with them. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. It just, I felt like I'm rambling. This is the end of the video. It's fucking, I'm rambling. If I can just, don't take it to a shelter. They'll send it off. Just, if I can take care of the cat, take care of the cat. Look at Travis and Jane. They're great. I named Travis Little Dude because he's a little dude. He's got the Vegeta haircut. Look at that. He's got the Vegeta hairline.